say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. And VoyMonk video voice vlog. Yeah. I believe in VoyMonk. I don't know. I'm not going to say I don't want to get sued. I'm a bit of a wrestling fan. I liked AWA, which was like forever ago. But yeah, I like wrestling and for the theater that it is. And I actually haven't been watching too much of it as of recent. I definitely haven't watched TNA in a long, long time. But this guy, Joe Hendry, pretty funny guy. And I think even more what's pretty funny is the way that he's gone about marketing himself. Because that's definitely it. He's not new. He's been wrestling for actually quite a while. I haven't necessarily noticed him begin. I don't watch a lot of wrestling in general, but he's got this gimmick, and he's got this song that's extremely irritating. But it's catchy and it's funny, and it really, really is good. In terms of his wrestling, like I said, I haven't watched much of it. But like I said, as far as being a fan of wrestling, I like the old AWA style. I do like the storytelling and the theatrics that have always been, at least as far back as I've ever watched it, a part of it and that sort of thing. But I think it's a good example in many ways. I would say a microcosm of mostly what you see when it comes to dealing with the public. Obviously, there's been a lot of controversy and controversial things that have taken place around and surrounding wrestling, but I don't know how much of that stuff is really as new as people may think it is. I think certainly because of maybe the fact that there's so much information all the time that people become aware of it in a much different capacity than, say, as I said before, back in the AWA days. At that time, there wasn't any internet. And in fact, I can't honestly think of a time that wrestling was even brought up in terms of like your news or television. I think Entertainment Tonight might have been one of the only outlets that might have discussed it, but now you have Access and Extra, and you also have TMZ and all the other stuff. So, as well with everything else that can be reported and consumed, there's a whole lot of it. But yeah, I'm a big wrestling fan. I like wrestling. I'd say through the years though, my favorite wrestlers, going all the way back to the AWA, I'd say my favorite wrestler is Bret Hart. Followed, I'm going to probably say CM Punk. I wasn't a huge fan of the Road Warriors, but I did like the fact that they were from Minnesota, so they were pretty cool. As far as anyone else, I don't know. Maybe I'll actually kind of work on that for a specific wrestling vlog or something like that. I'm trying to think of who else. I wasn't a really big Hogan fan or fanatic as a kid. I definitely experienced and appreciated what he did in terms of wrestling. Some people say without him, wrestling probably wouldn't exist today. I think that's probably a lot true. Ric Flair was pretty impressive, but I think to bring a lot of like general audiences' eyeballs to the product, I think Hogan was good for that. He was the guy every guy wanted to be, and maybe the guy a lot of ladies wanted to look at. I don't know. I'm not a lady, so I don't know. But yeah, this is really a lot of nothing on this vlog. Probably because I'm decompressing a little bit, but that's how it goes sometimes. I want to have consistency with the vlogs that I do, but the consistency is I speak what's on my mind. And, saying his name I believe in Joe Henry. I also believe in this channel, in these vlogs. So, but I also believe it's time to wrap it up. So until next time, take care.